Hey, good afternoon, Capricorns. It's Anne. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new, this is a Capricorn only channel. I am a Capricorn sun, and I am a Scorpio rising, and my moon is in Sagittarius. So, I welcome you if you have any Capricorn placements, or perhaps you're a cross watcher. Who knows where this might go, but right now I feel compelled to really connect with the Capricorn collective today, for the time being anyway. So this Old Goat Tarot, welcome. My name is Anne again. So I wanted to do a reading today. It is Saturday, February 22nd, 2025, just about a little over 1:30 in the afternoon here on the East Coast time. And it is the 222 portal. So February 22nd, 2025. It's a special time. Like every month, we have these portals, and it's an opportunity to take advantage of some of this powerful energy. It might be a little bit more potent than we're used to. I certainly did. So, I took a leap to do the big chop with my hair. If you've seen some of my earlier videos, I was like massive long hair. I haven't cut my hair this short since 2018. So it feels incredibly lighter. And I felt that I wanted to do something new, something that brought me more into balance. So if you think about twos are all about harmonious connections with ourselves, with our family, with other people in our lives, friends. Maybe it's even a harmonious connection with an animal. It could be a dog, cat, you name it. Whatever it is, twos are about balance. It's a way for us to think about those relationships. We might have so many that we may not realize that may be out of balance. And I was out of balance with myself. I was not comfortable every day. This hair was like so heavy. So I was like, I needed to do something a little different. I needed to just do that release. Hair will grow back. So I was like, I'm gonna take the leap, I'm gonna do it. So let me know what you think in the comments below. You're not gonna hurt my feelings. However, if you also think about today, about the 222 portal at the beginning of Pisces season that we're in, I did a video about Pisces season. Definitely check it out earlier. But for Capricorns especially, we are invited to step into this energy right now, especially being a 222. It is an opportunity for us to really walk into it, leaving nothing behind, if you will. Letting go of resistance, letting go of any blockages that might be in our lives, with ourselves, with our connections with others. Pisces season, you can go deep. So, and remember, in the water, if you're going to dive deep, Pisces doesn't really have a bottom. You can continue to go spiritually. So if you are just beginning your spiritual journey, or perhaps you are, taking a pause, or perhaps you've been in this for a while, continue to explore those depths of your soul, of what your soul's purpose is as it relates to other people. That is what the 222 portal is designed to do. The other thing I just wanted to call out too is that tomorrow, on the 23rd, is a special energy where Mars stations, it begins to go direct, but it's going to be stationed. So right now it's in retrograde. Tomorrow it will be going in this brief pause for a few days. And this energy, if you've been feeling, especially as a Capricorn, we're so used to being methodical in our approach to life, to our goals, to our ambitions, but we felt a little stagnant. It's because Mars has been in Cancer, and Mars has been in Cancer, which is to his detriment. He doesn't do well there. Cancer's all this water, emotional energy, and he's been in retrograde. So if you felt like things have been in a standstill, if you felt like you were walking through molasses, if you will, hopefully you're going to start to feel that energy shift. It's not going to be immediate. He's been sitting here kind of walking through a bog, if you will, for last since I believe December 6th, and it's hard. If we feel that some of the things that we wanted to go after, just misconnections, wrong timing, didn't feel right in our gut, in our intuition, in our soul, now is the time in which Mars is this energy of action, moving forward, taking life, move without any holds back. He's ready to move forward, and so this energy, harness it. I'm feeling it. I'm definitely feeling a shift, especially being in Pisces season as well. So the ability to, if there was something you've been wanting to go after, but you kind of put it on the back burner or put it on hold or a pause. For Capricorns, this is a great time for us to lean into that energy tomorrow. So use the 222 portal to think deep. Think about the relationships that we might need to sever. Think about the relationships we might need to lean on as we decide to go after whatever it is that we've been sort of put on pause on the back burner for the last few months. So with that, I am going to do a reading, just an energy reading. What can we learn from this 222 portal? How can we together move forward when Mars, goes in that stationary to direct motion tomorrow and on throughout the week? And as we approach March, it's eclipse season, so we've got so much going on, and then this water energy. So hold on tight. Let's see what Spirit has to share with us this afternoon. The other thing I will share is that today, if you add up the numbers, it adds up to a 6. So February 22nd, which is 2, a 4, and then 2025, which is a 9, add it all up, it's 15, reduces to a 6. 6s are also about balance. Think about the Lover's card if you're into tarot. It's about connection. Again, exactly all the things that the 222 portal asks us to lean into. So just keep that in mind. I did shuffle each deck that I'll be using today 6 times in lieu of that. And the numbers the decks that I'll be using today is I'll be pulling a Spirit Animal Oracle card from Colette Baron-Reid for an overarching sort of energy, just get a sense of what can we learn, what type of animal totem can we pull. Then we'll be using the regular tarot in the Light Seers edition by Christiane. This is, again, typically your tarot, like the Rider-Waite, which we will also be pulling clarifiers from. 78 cards, but just sort of reimagined with more of a modern feel. I also have here just something that's in the back of my mind, other things I'm going to be doing this weekend. If you're into gardening, Capricorns are our signs. It is here in the East Coast, the middle of winter, and it is like maybe 40 degrees, but yesterday it was 23, so it was windy, very cold. I'm going to do some winter sowing. We are just on the cusp of the spring equinox, and I love to get my seedlings started. So tell me what it is in the comments below. What are you doing to sort of honor the time of year? I love gardening. I love getting my hands in the soil, seeing something come to light in the next few weeks. And then eventually putting it in the ground. I have just a little balcony garden, so I don't really have like the traditional garden, but I do have pots. I've grown just about everything. So onions, thyme, sweet potatoes, regular potatoes. I got blueberries, I've got raspberries. Just a really small, I want to say maybe 10 by 3 deck, but I love doing it. They don't always work out, but I just love seeing something come to life. Tell me what it is that you're doing to honor this season. As we go along, I'll just have a little side look at the status of my seedlings. We'll see. I don't know. All right, so let's get started. I will be pulling the screen down. Please forgive the camera. I am not a video editor by any means. And this is a 2014 Mac. So if you see that the lighting might be a little off, just take the message. And that's another thing too. Whatever is here, not everything may be for you. Take what resonates and definitely leave the rest. Okay, so So you'll see here on my table today, we have all of the elements represented. We have fire, we have water. We are in a water season, and Mars is in Cancer as well. Pisces season, and Mars is in Cancer. We also have selenium for divine protection. We have some amethyst here. We are Capricorns, we are earth signs, right? I did meditate and pre-shuffle these decks 6 times, just like I mentioned to you. Today is a 6 number. But what I will do today is I will clarify the energy field here, and I will also cut the decks with you as we get started. So you will hear a bell, which just will announce the beginning of this reading. Spirit, angels, and guides, our highest and best, clear this energy and leave only that which shows the messages that our Capricorn collective and cross watchers needs to know. We're asking for divine protection. Oh, and I forgot to mention this does represent air sign as well. All right, so let's go ahead and get started. Let's clear the table here and start with our animal oracle card. You did pull Mouse Spirit. Tend to the small things. All right. I'm going to put that here. I encourage you to take a look at this on the screen while I read from the guidebook. If you are seeing a mouse or the number 40, consider that. And it doesn't have to be a physical mouse. It could be something on TV. It could be Mickey Mouse. That is your confirmation that there is a message here for you. Right. Mouse Spirit. Tend to the small things. The oracle message. The humble mouse pays attention to the smallest details, and Mouse Spirit calls on you to notice the nuances and the fine print at this time. In your eagerness to meet your goals and pursue your dreams, it is easy to forget the importance of clear communication and tending to the small little things, including people's subtle signs that they are unhappy, as well as the small voice inside of you that says, "This doesn't feel right." Take your time to sniff out what you need to know. Is there some detail or nuance about how you engage others or operate in the world that is key to your success, but you've too readily dismissed as, no biggie, nothing special? Mouse Spirit reminds you that what seems small may be more important and powerful than you think. So look again. Do you not underestimate yourself or your potential for co-creating something amazing when you pay attention to the details? Okay, so this is interesting. Number 40. Number 4s in general for me lately have been, I don't know, a little bit of synchronicity. I had a dream, I mentioned in another video, about 4 or 5 days ago now, in which I dreamt I was underwater. It was lake water, and I could see, if you've ever been swimming in a lake, it can be somewhat murky water, and there was like one of those old school alarm clocks that said 444, and the dream was I could see that I was underwater. I could see this alarm clock sort of blinking the number 444, and then it was like I woke up as I was like, I guess, arising from the surface of the water. So I don't know what that was about. Twice I've woke up with, I've seen the 444 number. Typically 4s are about balance, stability, about sort of securing and being comfortable and level of security with our lives and our material possessions. At the same time, though, 4s can also mean, we might hold on to things a little too long than what we're intended to, and we need to release that. This context, though, given it's a 40 and tend to the small things, it sounds as if, especially given that we are in Pisces season and we're being asked to sort of leverage this expansive water energy, it can kind of be a little blurry, a little murky in the sense of understanding fantasy from reality. And yes, we are supposed to take advantage of this energy to be more imaginative, to think about and to wonder. But it's important to do so. I think this spirit animal oracle message is telling us to do so with 2 feet, or in this case of this mouse, 4 feet on the ground. That and the other thing that should be noted is that the moon right now today is, I believe, in Sagittarius, and will be moving into Capricorn tomorrow. So definitely helpful energy to create that level of balance that we might be looking for in this Pisces energy, is to sort of offset that with more of a to take that imaginative, innovative type of energy, but in a more of a practical way. So the other thing that came to mind when I was reading this card was, like, if you are in the process of perhaps doing something that requires attention to the details. It is tax season here in the United States. I just started to do my taxes yesterday. I did have to think twice about how I was entering some of the data. Perhaps that's something that you're going to be doing soon too. So ensure that you don't you sort of look over anything a few times before you hit submit. Perhaps it is a new contract for a new job, whatever it is. I think that the mouse spirit is inviting us to take a look at even the fine print, the small crumbs, even if it's listening to our kids before they go to bed. If you have little ones, oftentimes bedtime comes and they want to tell us their entire life story. You just want them to go to sleep if you are in that season of life like I am. But take a moment to listen. Take a moment to read the fine print. Take a moment also, if there is a little bit of intuition, that little, gut reaction to something that you just gives you pause. Something is making you wait and hesitate. Listen to it. That is the season that we are in. All right, so put this over here and we'll go ahead, continue our reading today. I'm going to pull recent, past, current energy, and guidance or future. All right. Spirit, angels, and guides, our highest and best, what do we have to say to the Capricorn collective around the 222 portal? What do we have to learn? We have the Five of Swords in reverse in the recent past. We have the Knight of Swords in reverse in current energy. And we have the Nine of Pentacles in reverse as well. And bottom of the deck, we have the Tower. Oh, my goodness. A little bit of a heavy energy here. All right. Take a minute to reflect on some of the imagery here on these cards. Hopefully you can see them. If you, a little bit of synchronicity here, if you have been listening to some of these readings, I did a reading just the other day, and the overarching energy was about the Nine of Pentacles, but it was in the upright position. There might be something here that we have to lean into a little bit more, so we'll get some clarifiers here. A lot of sword energy, and we do have major arcana in terms of the overarching energy. Five of Swords, sword energy at the higher expression is typically about mental clarity, the ability to sort of cut through anything that might be foggy or confusing. On the lower expression, it can, and also to take swift action. On the lower expression, it can also mean that there is some sort of confusion that we're grappling with. So the good thing is that in recent energy, it is in reverse, so that is somewhat of a promise, more of a promising energy. I'm just looking here because I'm very comfortable with the Five of Swords in the upright, but in reverse, the guidebook is sharing with us it's about understanding, resolution, realization, and forgiveness. There's no shortage of disagreements in your life, but you choose to take the high road and forgive others. So that's interesting. That's a more of a positive situation. Like I said, in the upright position, you'll notice he's having a hard time, almost like whiplash. What just happened? I'm just a little confused here. And, and that might be something where we have regrets. Maybe something that we had done that we didn't mean to do, or feel that there was some sort of wrong against us. But it's in reverse, and like I said, it just was talking about sort of something to do with forgiveness. Where Capricorn, were you somehow in recent past, did something happen to you that brought us out of balance that maybe we can learn from in the 222 portal? And that forgiveness energy we can use to our advantage to bring us back into more of a harmonious state with those around us. The Knight of Swords in reverse, though, in current energy, is also very interesting of how it sort of follows that Five of Swords energy. And the expression in the reversal is somewhat of an interesting energy here as well. Perversion, backwards, weakness, unreliable, distractions and chaos have you full tilt. You have a deep desire to cut through the noise of life, but you can't seem to achieve mental clarity. Okay, so that, and you know, I'm still working on my reversals here, but I think it's important that we honor if the card comes out upright versus a reverse. For me, that message actually rings true. I have felt very distracted, and I feel like it was a lot of that Mars in retrograde in Cancer. And guys, got to remember that Cancer is our opposite sign, literally our polar opposite. Capricorns on the zodiac wheel. Capricorns are very structured. We have a more methodical path to life. It's very grounded energy versus those who are Cancer based. It's a water sign, and it's very emotional, and the energy can move forward based upon, you know, the feeling. how are they connecting on more of an emotional based level? And that's something that we can learn from as Capricorns, to bring us more into balance. We can't always be, you know, live our lives so structured. And that's also what Pisces season is here to do as well. All this water energy is to help us become a little bit more vulnerable. And so the fact that this is in reverse is telling me that whatever chaos that we're feeling right now is probably because Mars was in reverse, in retrograde rather. And then in future-based energy, we have this Nine of Pentacles in reverse. Oh, I'm curious what that means. Well, we'll definitely get some clarifiers. And then we have this Tower here that might have something to do with it. So, look, we have to remember that whatever we're going through, Tower energy, major arcana number 16, it is here to sort of remove. It's the universe saying this no longer serves you. Put us back onto the path that our soul was here to grow and to expand in. So let's get some clarifiers. We'll use the Radiant Rider-Waite. Spirit, angels, and guides of our highest and best. Why is the Five of Swords here? What can we learn about the Five of Swords in reverse when it comes to this idea of anything we need to know of forgiveness? Was there something that, you know, kind of got us in a space that we feel that our boundaries have been crossed? What can we learn from this Five of Swords? Whew. Flew out here. We have this Queen of Swords upright. We have this Eight of Wands. And we have the Empress. Okay, it's a lot of heavy energy here, a lot of powerful energy. So, first of all, Queen of Swords was first, and that queen, if you notice, she's the only queen that is looking not directly at you, but is looking to the left. Oh, to the right, sorry. And she's in the clouds. Again, swords are about mental clarity. She's comfortable cutting things out of her life that don't make sense. She's comfortable confronting them. She has a very practical, methodical way to get to the heart of an issue. We have this Eight of Wands energy. Wand energy is about passion. It's a fire sign. Could be dealing with Leo, Aries, Sag. However, this energy is coming in fast. Typically, this card is saying whatever what happened here that required forgiveness on your behalf. And I'm not hearing that you need to say sorry. I'm hearing that from my guides, I'm sensing that this was something that you had to forgive someone else, whether it was they know that you forgave them or not. You took the action to do that. You're like, I need to move forward and I need to protect my peace. The Empress, she's here, major arcana number 3. You'll notice that she's pregnant. She's got bigger things, bigger fish to fry. She's not going to sit and dwell in this energy of, she acknowledged it, but she's like, I'm moving forward. I need to continue my reign. I need to step into my power. I need to let go of whatever it was whatever boundary that had been crossed is basically to extend that level of grace to that person, that thing, that job, and to move on. So in a very quick way. And she did that by really summoning that power from that Queen of Swords. So I'm not sure what that means in your own life, Capricorn, but if there's something there that really was a hard pill to swallow, if it was an action by a loved one, or perhaps it was a loss of some sort of job, and you really had to take something with a grain of salt. We're trying to say, the spirit is trying to say that, look, you right now you're stepping into your power. You're gonna let it go. There's too many other things happening here in this season to hold on to this grief and to this sorrow, this hurt, that you've made the decision to move forward. That's no longer going to be part of your reality. And you did so by extending a level of love and forgiveness. All right. So, Spirit angels and guides, what about this Knight of Swords? So, in the upright position, you'll notice that in this particular deck, swords are represented by these birds, if you will. He's on a mission. He's moving forward. He knows exactly where he's going to go. He's not looking back. And the reversal, think about that chaos. Oh, I'm a little confused. I thought I was moving forward. I feel like I'm like in this time warpy era. And again, that's where I'm getting from Spirit that it has something to do with that Mars in retrograde in Cancer. But that's current energy. And we've been in there since December 6th. Woo! I just got cards blood on the floor here. We've got the Nine of Pentacles. Oh, we got a confirmation here. That's interesting. We have it in reverse here, but we got it in upright. Spirit, angels, and guides of our highest and best. What else can you tell us about this Knight of Swords in reverse? We've got Death. And we've got the Wand. Ace of Wands in reverse. All right. Let's see here. All right, so we know something has been in this free fall feeling. We know that we don't necessarily know what's up, what's down. We can't move forward. Something is blocking us. It feels a little chaotic. And what came out is this Nine of Pentacles upright. So there was something there that we felt. Nines are about endings. We are in a 9 year, by the way, if you add up 2025. 9 Pentacles are about the material side of life. Could be money, could be material possessions like a house or goods, things that we possess. This was upright, but we got the Death card. So was there something here, Capricorns, that ended? Was there something here that was truly a death? And then we have that 9, that Ace of Wands in reverse. That's really interesting. The fact that we got that death card is right after the 9 of Wands is interesting to me. I'm just thinking about this, and I feel that perhaps we had it all. We were comfortable, sort of in our luxury, if you will, in our garden, tending it, minding our own business, just sort of accepting life. And then it came down. Something ended. But it needed to end. Major Arcana, the death. There's a tower here. We might still be in that wake of that tower energy because something ended. And now we're free falling. And perhaps whatever it was, in the upright position, this is passion, this is energy, this is some sort of spark of the divine that was there. We can't see that right now. It's sort of we're sort of heads down, we can't see it. And so because of that, the garden that really is still there feels backwards. It doesn't feel good. That's in the current energy. So let's explore that a little bit. What's free falling in your life? What came to an end? A lot of times, also, 9 of Pentacles is, to me, it's about, it's the end of a journey to the Pentacle suit, and each of the Pentacle cards means something about our purpose, things that drive us forward, our material possessions, usually work or a career. And once you hit that 9 Pentacle, the 8 is to, if you kind of back up for a minute, right? You have, the 5, if you go so far back as the 5 is about some sort of lack, something that you've been left out in the cold. The 6 is about balance, about sort of looking at things from a more of a harmonious and that level of gratitude. The 7 is about planting your seeds. The 8 is about mastering your craft. But the 9 is about taking all of those pieces that we learned along the way and putting them together and taking a step back and sort of admiring the beauty of what we've created. And I think we were there a little too long, and something died. Something had to come to an end. We were sort of stagnant in this energy here. And when that death happened, we went into a free fall recently. That tower moment happened, or maybe it's happening now, or will happen. And because of that, what we thought was our wand, what we thought was our passion, now is everything's being called into question. So, Capricorns, what is here? What can you pick up on in terms of this? What is there something in your career life or your job or something that you were in a level of stability? At least you thought it was stable, but it was shaking ground, and that tower came. Okay, and now here we are in this garden now. These pieces that we thought were all together came, this tower, everything came, all those pieces that were all put together in this nice little garden now have all been sort of cut down. Maybe we needed to cut down the weeds a little bit, so that way these pieces can grow again in the way that they were meant to grow. All right, so let's get a little bit more clarity here on the 9 of Pentacles in reverse. Spirit, angels, and guides, and this 2-2-2 energy. Clearly we need some balance. We had something that we were either in the process of forgiving, in that healing and repair state. We wanted, Spirit's saying, we're taking back our power. However, when it comes to our material life and our possessions, something came crashing down. something came to an end, and now we are here, and this passion, this ability to move forward, this gift, this idea to tap into our purpose is now clouded with confusion, and we're in that free-for-all energy. That Nine of Pentacles, that garden that we've created that was so safe and felt so comfortable for us, is now looks foreign. Maybe there were some weeds that grew too high, that killed it killed what we were trying to achieve. What we thought was great was no longer great. We were there a little too long. That's what I'm getting. That's what I'm getting. Capricorn Collective, what are you seeing? Spirit, angels, and guides, why is the Nine of Pentacles here in reverse as it relates to the Tower and this death energy, this free-for-all? And again, we are in a water season that can also lead to this free-for-all energy. What do we have to learn here from this garden that is now overgrown with weeds? We've got the Devil in reverse. That's us, Capricorn. It's Major Arcana. For those who might be unfamiliar, the Major Arcana cards can relate to the various zodiac signs, and the Devil isn't necessarily a bad card. It's just, in regards to what it means, it's divine masculine, and it does relate to Capricorn. And it doesn't matter like you're male or female. It just, when you think about, everyone possesses divine masculine, divine female. And then we also have the Five of Swords in the upright position. Spirit, angels, and guides, our highest and best. Anything else that we can learn? Anything else here? It's really interesting that we got that Five of Swords again. We have the Knight of Swords. We got the Five of Swords here. We got the Page of Wands. Okay. Anything else? Knight of Swords in reverse. Okay, wow, there's a lot of synchronicity here. Some of the cards are coming out multiple times, so there's clearly some sort of message here that's trying to come through. We might be caught in a little bit of a cycle here that we need to break free from. All right, so let's just focus on this Nine of Pentacles, this garden that we were growing. All these pieces in the upright position, all the journey that we've learned through all the other Pentacles cards, the 1, the 2, 3, etc. The 9 is the end. We're sort of putting all those pieces together and sort of sitting back and taking pleasure in that garden, right? We have that 9 of Pentacles here. We were in that energy. Things were great. But then lo and behold, we had that Death card. We have the Knight of Swords in reverse. We were free falling. All of a sudden, that garden, we forgot to tend it. The weeds started to crop up, right? The sun was a little too hot. And all those weeds started to overtake it. We were no longer comfortable anymore. Maybe we stood a little too long, and now all of a sudden we're starting to see what we wanted to grow is no longer taking shape the way we meant for it to be. And so what came out first was this this 5 of Swords upright. Now remember, in recent past we had it in the reversal, meaning that there was something we had to forgive. Now, this isn't forgiving somebody else. Maybe it's something we did that was off-putting to other people. Maybe we have to forgive ourselves. And that might be it. Because that's where I'm also getting this Devil card here in reverse. So in the upright position, you know, this Devil here, it's us. We're sort of in our power, but it can also mean that we have ties to things that could be addictions. It could mean that we might be holding on, we might be workaholics, sort of drowning in work as opposed to the here and now, in terms of just being focused and being present. Perhaps Spirit is saying that addiction that we had, we were able to cut some of those those ties, and in doing so, maybe we turn some people off in, inadvertently, and that's going to happen. It's going to happen as we sort of go through life. We're going to realize that not every situation has our highest and best and serves our purpose indefinitely. We have to learn to let go, and that's what the Tower teaches us. It's good for a moment along the journey that we're in, and we have to take and harness that energy. That's the best that we possibly can, but we can't stay there forever, because there's something else that we need to learn. There's something else that we need to learn and grow and expand, that we chose to come here. And so by doing so, whatever it was, that Knight of Swords, here we are, in reverse again. We still feel the chaos. We still feel that chaos. But that Ace of Wands that we might have thought slipped through our fingers, that passion, the Page is here to tell us, don't worry. Pages are typically the children of the tarot. So I think that the guidance here is to tap into our inner child. Whatever we thought was lost, because that garden now is overgrown, I think what Spirit is saying is, hey, go with the flow. There's going to be that chaos, right? That free fall nature of the Knight of Swords being reversed, where in the upright, he knows exactly where he's going to go. He's on a mission. He's not looking back. But in reverse, it's like kind of knowing you got to go somewhere, but you don't know where to go or how to move, right? And so when Mars goes direct, it's not like he's immediately going direct. He's still in Cancer, first of all, to his detriment. It's in a very vulnerable energy for him, and for us as Capricorns as well. Cancer is hard energy. It forces us to face our own emotional well-being, especially in this water energy, and to go deep in Pisces season. And so therefore, the Devil, we're not feeling, we're upside down. Everything feels a little nebulous right now. But I think that that's the message here, is that we are underwater. There was some sort of death of what we thought was stable ground, that we were, living life. But you can't stay in that energy of just pure, it becomes stagnant. It's no longer fun. It's like having cake for dinner or ice cream every single day. By the third day, it's not so fun anymore. You're a kid, right? It's like what we thought was great. We thought that garden had grown and was exactly what we wanted. We were there, and all of a sudden it got old real quick. And we need to shake things up. The universe said, hey, you can't just continue to just stay here. You got to keep growing. And in doing so, the ground shook and that tower fell. And our garden decided to just continue to grow and got ugly real quick. So I think what Spirit is saying is that we're still in that chaotic nature, but we need to sort of embrace it. Let go. I know that it's very cliche to say let go and let God, but really just sort of let go and embrace not knowing the beginning and the end. Not caring about the outcome, but just being present in the moment and just allowing and just being present, as opposed to worrying about what's going to happen tomorrow or what had occurred in the past. And what has happened, we have to release, we have to forgive. But what's going to happen tomorrow or whatever we're going to do, we need to show that same compassion to ourselves. And that's where I think the Five of Swords upright is really echoing. Hey, we've done the work to let go of what others have maybe harmed us. We need to also do that for ourselves. In doing so, yeah, it's going to feel uncomfortable. It's going to feel like a free fall. That blurred line in the water. We are in water energy between reality and fantasy. But eventually, on the other side, we're going to get back. I think in doing so, we really need to reach into that inner child. What is our passion? Whatever it was that got us, when we were kindergarten, and he said, raise your hand, whoever wants to be a doctor. All the kindergartners raised their hand, right? Whatever it was that sparked us once upon a time where we didn't have all of the concerns of this heavy fear-based energy, and we could just go with whatever floats our boat in the moment. And I think we need to be on that boat again. We need to just embrace it. I mean, maybe our highest passion in the moment is taking a walk, even if it's windy and cold outside. Putting one foot in front of the other. Gotta remember though, we are goats. We're gonna get to the top of the mountain. We're right now. We're not in a rush. It's about the journey. It's not about the destination, and that's essentially what the message I'm getting through this energy today about this 222 energy. It invites us to look within. What is it that we need to let go of, worrying about the top of the mountain, and just be present and enjoy where we are. Take a look down of where we've been and look and take that next step into something that might be a little bit awkward for us, especially when it comes to diving into something without structure. Like myself, I chopped my hair today. I didn't know how it was going to look. And you know what? It's okay. It might be a little while before I grow it out again. No regrets. Don't look back. Just look forward. Be present. So with that, I invite you all to embrace this energy, and I hope you have a wonderful weekend. Until next time, Capricorns, love and light.